Hello, and welcome to another variety episode of Crossword Radio. This is your enigmatic host, The Brain, and today is, what day is it? It's Tuesday, January 25th, 2022. I have been going through some of the backlogs of the New Yorker Cryptics before I started solving them, just trying to have more cryptics to solve. And I realized that I'm almost at the beginning of when they started doing cryptics again, just only in 2021. I've done this one. I was about to do this one, the August 1st one. And scrolling down, July 18th, July 4th, June 27th. There you go, of 2021. And the one before that is from 1999. So they obviously used to do them in the 90s. And you can see at the bottom there's 6 pages of these crosswords, possibly more, but we're only on page 2. So really only the 2 most recent pages contain all of their current cryptics. So I thought, since I only have a couple left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more from crosswords since they restarted them, I thought I'd record them. And maybe if we finish that, maybe we can dip into some of the ones from the 90s. We'll see. So where were we? August 1st is the next one I need to do, I believe. Yes. Club with hot tub is our preview clue here. A club. Like a mace. What kind of club are we talking about? A nightclub or something? Club with hot tub. Don't know. Anyway, let's get started. Let me check the recording software. We could maybe be a little bit more down. Weeny bit more. Okay. I forgot to click. All right. Caribbean island air didn't hurt. Let's see. Air didn't hurt. Is the answer going to be a Caribbean island? My guess is yes. So word for air. Word for didn't hurt. Don't know. Let's get some of these shorter ones, maybe. Swirling eddy, not natural. It sounds like an anagram of eddy, maybe, to mean something that is not natural. Although, yes, dyed, as in not natural hair color, is dyed. Okay. Caribbean island didn't hurt. Well, maybe it's didn't hurt is the answer. That felt fine. Yeah, not sure. Don't know. How about this one? Dickens' orphan heard mournful chime. A mournful chime. A peal, like a peal of a bell. Was there a Dickens' orphan named Peal? We talking about little Timmy? Not sure. Southern Living's finest opinion piece is slanted. Southern Living's first, I think, is SL. Opinion piece is an op-ed, an opposite editorial. And that is sloped, which is slanted. Alrighty. Does that help me? Oh, this is a new one. Finger, eye, lifted to yo-yo. Lifted. Does that mean we're going backwards? Yo-yo with an I in it. I lifted to yo-yo. Yo-yo is a toy. Finger. If you finger someone, you blame them. Or maybe it's like one of your fingers, like index, ring, pointer, pinky, something like that. Middle, yeah, never mind. I don't think it's literally a finger. I lifted to yo-yo. Not sure. Comic scenic, somewhat showy at times. Oh boy. Usually when you have a name in the grid, either it's because it's a part of an anagram, or you're supposed to know this person's name. I have absolutely no idea about any comic named Cenac, but comic I could see maybe as an anagram indicator, a comical arrangement of the letters. Cenac somewhat, or somewhat showy at times. Cenac is 5 letters, so we could maybe anagram that to mean somewhat showy. Yeah, Nance. Is that a word? Oh, no. Maybe comic scene is somewhat of the letters of this. Like Mickey or Ison. Omic. Yeah, none of that striking any chords with me. So let's move on. Maybe this one. Was this one about the orphan? A mournful chive. Well, maybe it is a peel with that L. Let's see if we can do this one. Metal bar week after lead extracted. Let's see. Metal bar. Maybe it's metal. Bar week after lead is extracted. A metal bar is an ingot. Anagram, like week maybe is an anagram indicator. Metal bar week after lead. Lead is, or I'm going to say lead is Fe. No. Lead is Pb. You're right. Plumbum is the Latin word for lead, and that's why Pb is the symbol. So I don't think it's Pb. Now, this could be lead, after lead extracted. So, bar week after the lead letter of extracted, which is maybe E. Or after lead, the lead letter of the word after. Arab. No. Don't quite know this one, I don't think. Metal bar week after lead extracted. Earb. Yeah, bar week or metal bar. Or the metal bar is an ingot. Or is not a bar. Metal. I don't know. Let's move on. Right, comic scenic. Caribbean Island didn't hurt. Caribbean Island air. An air can sometimes be a tune, like a song. Didn't hurt. Didn't hurt. Yeah, a single 8-letter word that mean didn't hurt. Not sure. If it is a past tense verb like that, it probably ends like that. But let's keep going. Rear cover settled back. Is the answer going to be rear, like your butt? We have rear and back, both of which can kind of be reversal indicators. Although usually back is a reversal indicator in an across clue, not a down clue. Do we have a hidden in the middle? No, not with this P, we don't. Something is settled. Is it pat? Rear cover. Or settled. If a matter is settled, it's over, it's done. It's in the past. So the cover of the word rear, maybe. And settled. And all this means back. Or the cover of settled, and then a word that means back. And all that means rear. To back something is to support it. Spine? No. Audibly half murmur. It's a biblical gift. Half of murmur is myrrh, and that is one of a biblical gift. Ugh, how spelling it is, I know it's spelled weirdly. I think that might be it. That's one thing about sometimes if a word is difficult to spell, if you can figure out the cryptic part of the word, it can help you spell the word. But for a word like this, or for a sound-alike clue, you get no help in the spelling. So I know it's myrrh, as in, frankincense, gold, and myrrh, is spelled very unusually. I think that might be it. Let's see. Japanese roadster. That's a Miata. Reoriented at target. Right. Reoriented at and target. So, right. Reoriented in this case means reverse. At is just right there, AT, and if you target something, you aim at it. So AIM, AT, and you get a Miata, which is a Japanese roadster. All right. Marsh secures victory. Secure victory. What does that mean? Marsh. Secures victory, acknowledging the crowd's cheers. Cheers could potentially be an anagram indicator. Acknowledging the crowd's cheers, like bowing. Could this be ing? Because if this does end in ing, then we know it's not marsh. We know it's yes. In fact, I think it is bowing. Yes, a marsh is a bog, and inside of that secures a victory. A victory is a win, and you get acknowledging the crowd's defeat, which is bowing. Okay. Number above 12. 9. I don't get it. If this is a number above 12, 12 in Roman numerals is XII, but that can't be anything. Is the answer above 12? If you're above 12, you're a teenager. Is this neat somehow? A teen? If you're 13 or older, you are a teenager. But neat is not a number. I'm not sure I get it. Unless we're talking about the clue 12. Teeming while heated. Teeming while heated. Not sure. I don't think I get that one. Let's see if we can get this one. Norse deities, ball and racket. Ball and racket, a Norse deity. Well, what four-letter Norse deities are there? We have Thor. It probably starts with an O, whatever it starts with, or with a vowel, whatever it starts with. So we have Odin. Yeah. It is Odin. A ball is just an O, and then a racket is a din, and you get a Norse deity. So this isn't 9. Noon? Maybe? That's a time. 12 o'clock can be 12 noon. Is the word above telling us that it can go up or down, that this noon is a palindrome? Possibly. How about this one? In Shaft, I'm replaced by horror film legend. A horror film legend. So a 6-letter word. What are some horror film legends? Jason Voorhees. Frankenstein, The Mummy. Thing? No, The Thing is a Fantastic Four thing, right? Isn't there like a swamp thing or something like that? Shaft. In Shaft, I'm replaced by a... Maybe the answer is just a film legend. I don't know. Oh, maybe there's not a specific character, but an actor. Wasn't there an actor called Lon Chaney that was big in the horror scene? Lon Chaney. In Shaft, I'm replaced by horror film legend. I don't see that there. People cut sea cows audio. People cut sea cows audio. A sea cow is a manatee, right? Manatees. People, man, cut sea. Not sure. Cut C maybe is an anagram of C. Cows audio. Moo. Or low. People. Manatees. Audio definitely makes me think this is a sound alike. There's a homophone clue. What's this? Oh, so here's club with hot tub. Club with hot tub. Hot tub is a bath. Does that mean anything with club? Oh, yes. Club is a bat. And then hot can be abbreviated to H. And you get tub. And you get bath, which is a tub. Okay. So that is bath. Slow mover, sounds like a turtle. To get up, consuming time and oxygen. Consuming time and oxygen is like a time waster. Turtle is a slow mover. It's getting up. Like tuple. Turtle loop. I don't think that's... It's getting up, consuming time and oxygen. Doesn't make any sense for this to end in... this word to end in U, anyway. Enthusiastic. Blank 2 and 2. Ready to go. Chewed up dog toy. Chewed up sounds like an anagram. Does kind of look like maybe it is ready to go. Let's try that in there. You're enthusiastic. You're ready to go. Yeah, so In this case, about, which is often a cryptic operator, as in it's a word telling you to do something. In this case, it's a definition. So about is right? If this email is about, people's lunch getting eaten, this email is people's lunch getting eaten. And then A is just A. And then finally, chewed up dog toy, an anagram of dog toy, DOGTOY. So REA, anagram dog toy, and you get ready to go. Slow mover. Oh, maybe that's the answer. Tortoise? Maybe? To get up and consuming time and oxygen. This still looks good for Lon Chaney, but teeming while heated. Is this like a swarm? Is that a word? It's as warm. While heated. While is as. Heated is warm. And then teeming, I guess, could be a swarm. Which, sure, that sounds like that could be a legitimate word there. Which is looking good for tortoise. I don't get the cryptic part of this. People. Oh, humanity. Cut. Okay, so cut is to hew, Hew. Like the log was hewn from a mighty tree. And a sea cow is a manatee, so humanity. I'm guessing this is Lon Chaney, who's a horror film actor in like the 30s or something. I just don't understand the cryptic. Let's move on. Sweetheart is through screening Best Picture winner. The Artist was a movie that won Best Picture. Sweet, I see heart there, is through screening. Oh, the heart of the word sweet is through screening. Well, I don't get it, but I think it's The Artist because that was a movie that won Best Picture. So, how about this? Rear cover settled back. Rear cover. That looks like that's probably an E, doesn't it? Settled back. Stupor? No. Comic scenic, somewhat showy at times. Oh. Somewhat is maybe a hidden in the middle indicator. We have the name Wyatt right here. In showy at times. And maybe there's a comic named Wyatt Cenac or Cenac Wyatt. Okay. Finger I lifted to yo-yo. So 2, I see lifted 2. Finger. I like that. Yo-yo. Can yo-yo mean something besides the toy? I guess it can. You talk about like, the price of an asset yo-yoing. It's going up and down. I think of a word that means go up and down that fits in this. I don't think so. How about this? We have a W here. Hurled high chair over the telephone. Hurled. Thrown. High chair. Okay. over the telephone, I guess, is a homophone indicator. So a chair can be a throne or a high chair, an important chair. Not just a toilet, and that can be a throne, but also an actual royal throne is, a high, quote-unquote, chair. And that can mean, if that sounds like throne as in hurled. Okay, metal bar week after lead extracted. Metal. Is it metal? Metal bar? A ramp? No. A rake? Extracted. Boy. I do not see this. And what is this? The Dickens Orphan. Or didn't hurt. Well, not Tripoli, let's say Trinidad is a Caribbean island, right? Trinidad and Tobago. Air didn't hurt. Oh. It's an anagram of air didn't. Okay, so I guess hurt is an anagram indicator here. And an anagram of air didn't is Trinidad. All right, so this was not Peel, a mournful chime. Dickens Orphan heard mournful chime. Present unusually tidy ancestry is your heritage unusually tidy. Present. Present is maybe here. Your heredity. Present like here as in I am present. I am present in the classroom. Unusually tidy is an anagram of tidy. And you get ancestry, which is heredity. I mean, that looks like Neil, I guess. Either A or I. Metal bar week after lead extracted or lead extracted. I really don't know. Is that idiot there? A yo-yo, I guess, is a slang for idiot. Not that I've ever heard, but sure. That makes sense. Ah, you yo-yo. Finger to ID, yes. So again, in the sense of to finger someone, not in the sexual sense, but in the to blame them. If you finger someone, you name them. Then I, finger ID, and then I is just straight, and then lifted to is a two backwards, and you get a yo-yo, which is an idiot. That looks like diaper, which is a rear cover. If you settled back, if you settled someone, you settled with someone, you repaid them. So diaper is repaid backwards. There you go. That, I wonder if this would fly in the regular, cryptics outside of the New Yorker, because normally you don't use back when you're talking about a down clue. You would use a word like up or lifted or raised, elevated, something like that. So just this, which I honestly have no idea about. Metal bar week after lead extracted. Extracted? Metal bar is a rail? Knell? That vaguely sounds like an orphan. A knell, actually, I think I have heard of that. Right, a knell as in a death knell, that kind of thing, is Knell. That's a sound that a bell makes. That is a mournful chime. And that sounds like Dickensian orphan knell. Metal bar week after lead extracted. Oh, it's down here. So this is rail, which I don't understand, but we're about to get it. So Lon Chaney maybe is spelled with an A. Okay. So there were a couple I didn't get in there. Let's go through the little explanations. This is one of the things I like about the New Yorker's crosswords, is they give you explanations of how the clue works, so that if you didn't get it, you can hopefully get it from the explanation. Sometimes, because the explanations have to be kind of pithy and short, sometimes they're a little bit lacking. But, okay. Trinidad, right, is an anagram of air didn't. Heredity is here, which is present, plus ditty, which is an anagram of tidy. Oh, frail. So weak is frail, and you extract the lead. So it is not, metal at the beginning of the clue makes you think that's going to be lead, talking about the metal lead. But it's, in fact, the word lead. So weak is frail without the lead letter is rail, which is a metal bar. Sloped, right, is Southern Living, which is S and L, or Southern Living's first. So the first letters of Southern and Living. An opinion piece that is an op-ed, and is sloped is slanted. So yeah, Wyatt Cenac, that's just a comic I am not familiar with. Right, yes, myrrh, half of murmur, so myrrh, and it's the biblical gift. Luckily, I knew how to spell that somehow, because that is such a bizarrely spelled word. Yep, marsh is a bog, and inside of that secures a word for victory, which is win, and you get bowing, which is acknowledging the crowd's cheers. Norse deities ball and racket. Yep, ball is O, racket is din, and Odin is a Norse deity. Yeah, so tortoise I didn't quite get. Slow mover, that's the answer. 2. Okay, so the word 2 gets a word for meaning up, which is rise, that consumes T and O. Time and oxygen are being abbreviated to T and O, because those are both, variables. You might see time as a variable in like a physics equation, and that gets abbreviated to T, and oxygen in chemistry gets abbreviated to O. Those both I understand, because that O is the periodic symbol for oxygen. So those are easy. So yeah, tortoise. You can see a lot of times, once you get some clues in there, or once you get some letters in there, you can kind of just take a stab at the answer and probably get it right, even if you don't understand the cryptic. So people cut sea cow's audio, yes. Hue, manatee, homophone. So cut is hue, a sea cow's a manatee, and that is humanity. Yep. Throne homonym, a high chair, is a throne. Yes, enthusiastic. About is re, a is a, and then an anagram of dog toy to get ready to go, which is enthusiastic. Yep, a homophone of Nell with a K, and you get the Dickensian orphan. Yeah, an idiot. ID plus I plus lifted 2, a backwards 2, and you get idiot. Diaper is repaid reversed, which is settled. Swirling eddy, not natural. It's dyed as in your hair. Yep. Sweetheart is through screening. Oh, it's a hidden in the middle. Sweetheart is through screening best picture. Sweetheart is through. So screening is our hidden in the middle indicator here, which is a tricky one, but there we go. The artist. Yep. Okay. Yep, a swarm. Yeah, while is as, heated is warm, and you get a swarm, which is teeming. Yeah, in shaft, Cheney. A for I'm in chimney. So a shaft, I guess, is a chimney. I'm replaced by A. Geez, I don't know if I would have come up with chimney as a synonym for shaft. I mean, sure, I guess it works. But boy, that is an obscure definition they're asking you to find there. Chimney. Jeez. Okay, and that is Lon Chaney. Let's look him up real quick. That's one of the things I like about doing crosswords is when I learn something. So I know that he is a horror film legend, but I don't think I know too much about him. Leonidas. Oh, what a good name. Leonidas Frank Chaney. American stage and film actor, makeup artist, director, and screenwriter. Wow. He did it all. Versatile and powerful actors of cinema, renowned for his characterizations of tortured and grotesque afflicted characters. Groundbreaking artistry with makeup. There we go. Leonidas Frank Chaney. Alrighty. Miata, yes, is at aim reversed. At is at, target is aim, and all of that is reoriented, which means you reverse it, and you get a Japanese roadster. Club with hot tub. Yeah, club is bat. Hot is H, like you would see on a like a hot and cold water tap, and you get bath. And finally, new number above 12. Yeah, still don't. Oh, okay, I get it now. A number is an abbreviation for numbers, NO. Above, if you are above something, you can be on it. And that is 12, as in 12 noon. Okay. Well, there we go. That'll do it for this particular Cryptic, the August 1st, 2021 version, although it is today, again, the 26th of January, 2022. Okie doke. I will see you for another one. Tomorrow will just be the regularly scheduled Wednesday, regular, weekday Cryptic or crossword that the New Yorker does, and then I guess I will do the Cryptic before this one on Thursday, and we'll work our way backwards, and in a couple weeks or two we'll get back to some of those ones in the 90s, and that'll be fun. All right, until I see you again, stay safe out there. This has been The Brain. Good night.